Good morning, Titan City. I'm your man Alien, and you are watching the Cyber News, the last Cyber News before I going to the vacations. So I will just let you know what is going on, talk about this release because you already have the miniatures, and after that I'm going for the vacations at last after 15 years of work or something like that. But I will be back soon, of course, for the new release. So there will be no delays ever. Okay, so let's jump right into it. In this month, the release is called Neuro Noir, or this is probably how is it read in English, I'm not sure. But the whole inspiration for it was, of course, two things: Neuromancer, the book, and Johnny Mnemonic, the movie. More movie than a book. So this trippy poster I have over here, just more to like into this trippy thing that was in the books, but all the rest is of course more focused on the miniatures. On the movie, the Johnny Mnemonic. Of course we have Green Realms, of course we have Hyperfront, so I will also tell you a bit about it. But starting with the miniatures from Johnny Mnemonic, I love this movie. It's like heavy influenced things that we did for the GRIDWARS. In general, it's hard to be more cyberpunk than this. Even if the movie wasn't that great, I love it personally. Really, I really like to watch it. But generally, as a movie, it wasn't that great. Lots of cool ideas, lots of cool characters, like you have in here, and of course, the first like wooden protagonist of this movie. So Johnny Mnemonic in our version is John Revoke, and he's a bit stiff. I don't know if you know that, if you can tell that Keanu Reeves, not in John Wick, maybe also, he's like stiff guy, and you can tell this when he moves, when he runs. I wanted to make this a little bit in this miniature because on the one hand I wanted this to be reminiscent of the movie poster when he's like more or less in this pose, and like I love Keanu Reeves, so have some his characteristics. So this miniature is like purposefully a bit stiff. I don't know if you can tell, even in Matrix, because I am like martial art instructor myself. But no, I am, but this is only a joke. And I know thing or two about kicking and stuff. And when you watch the Matrix, the Neo is stiff. Not in terms of flexibility, but in movements. But that also was because he was injured back then. Whole other story. Generally, Keanu Reeves, a bit stiff guy. I want this to be in the miniature. You already have this miniature, like I said, in your collection, so nothing special to show you here. Maybe this small detail. This is during the movie he's going into cyberspace, and over there he has those gloves. Iconic for the movie, a bit silly for today's standards for the VR, but I want, and you can't see them in miniature. This is the miniature. I don't know. I think only if you know that this is there, you can see it. So yeah, like small thing for you guys to know about this. And the second character was Jane Millions, and she's actually a fusion of the two characters. One is Molly Millions from the Neuromancer book, and the second one is Jane from the movie, in which I don't know exactly how the backgrounds for licenses was looking back then, but I know that this character wasn't called Molly Millions in the movie. I don't know why, but generally this was the same character, but in the movie she was simply named Jane. She hasn't have her like chrome shade eyes that Molly had in books, so I wanted to put this here in this mini. And her also in movie she doesn't have his razor. She razor hands. Over here we have them, so she's like I said, like a combination of both. I wanted her to have this look from the movie because I really like this punk punkish look, and she was in the chainmail, so this is also cool. Love the character, generally love the movie, like I said. Okay, so the third one, over here is Shinji. Shinji was called in the movie, and he was a disgraced Yakuza assassin that was have orders from the Yakuza boss named Takahashi, which we also have in GRIDWARS named Takahashi. This is like the connection over there for this. And this guy is iconic from the one thing, and I want this to have this in the miniature, to have his like mono wire, because this mono wire is also now in Cyberpunk, in the games, in the video game Cyberpunk 2077. So the mono wire was very important for me to have it, and in the movie it looks awesome, like in the game. So this is like homage to this thing. And I was a bit afraid if for this to come out, because usually when we make bows and arrows in the miniatures, we usually don't do the wires, but I want this to have in here, and he actually prints very well, so no problem with the mono wire. I know it's not good to love your own minis, but I love this one. He has like he represents what he represents, so this is cool. So Shinji, yeah, and like I said, straight from the movie almost. T-Wet was of course the character of Ice-T, Ice Cube, Ice Water T, like from Rick and Morty. Those rappers have their names, so we named him T-Wet. And he is like revolutionary leader, anarchist. He even on the miniature, I have him over here, but my gun broke off. But all the rest, and this was totally my fault. But on the miniature, he also has like small anarchy over here. Of course, you will probably not see it in the miniature, but if you know, you know. So he looks very cool. Someone said he will on the comments that he will fit as a leader for the Star Wars game. Like, this is the feeling. Awesome stuff. So I'm glad it will be useful, and like I said, anarchy is like cyberpunk as hell, so this is cool. On the other hand, Alastor Valdez was like other stuff, because the bad guy of the movie, there was a few bad guys of the movie. One of them was Dolph Lundgren character of the priest, and he was a cyborg. And at the beginning I wanted to make him, but maybe I will make him some other time. But this idea of cyborg antagonist was over there, so I had this guy. He's like looking menacing. He has to have his henchmens, and from the henchmens we have like endoseekers. So this was all like almost like Terminator stuff, like feeling. So those guys like endoseekers, so guys who seek, and they get a bit bigger, but this was purposefully, so we have like different sizes in the releases. You have like normal sizes guys, those who can be used, I don't know, as a villain, even as a characters, like individual characters, and the Alastor, like I said, the bad guy of the piece. Also the nice hint to the Johnny Mnemonic was in our release from GRIDWARS, and I made this miniature a very long time ago, so it gets like for you guys, he's new because GRIDWARS 2.0 just came out, but I made him like long time ago. And this is this dolphin character, high-tech hacker, stuff like that. And I'm showing him to you because our friend Butcher Brush, who's painting our awesome models in the bigger scale, he paints Jackie Havoc, the giant, and he made this beautiful piece of Jonesy, a bigger one with the water. With, yeah, just like I said, just beautiful stuff. He's here on my desk. Weird mini and beautiful painting, so awesome stuff. Just like a side note from the Johnny Mnemonic. Okay, and the last mini in here we have Hunter Destroyer, so also lies on the side of the bad guys, designed by Sebastian. As always, beautiful work. He has time to make those beautiful minis because he only makes one for us in each release or every 2 releases. Big model, beautifully done. I have him over here. He's in 2 parts. So for you to have something bigger, of course, this goes over here. Fits very well, easy print, clean, very clean model, beautiful. As always, awesome job. And I saw from the comments that you already loved it, so we are very pleased. Sebastian will be very, very happy that you liked it. So this is like this noir version, as much character and atmosphere I can put in the month. I'm trying to do this, so we are here at 100% of Cyberpunk, hopefully. Okay, then we have haul. I will just open them in this window. Oh yeah, this like whole view. The last release of the Chrysalids with the bigger guys. I have him here. Like, you already saw them, or probably you already printed them. Huge guys, huge. Of course, this is like Carnifex or something like that, and Biowars, so big models. I really loved 2 things about those guys. Not exactly those bigger ones. Not that they are ugly or something, but just the feeling. I love those mines. So they look like small critters over here. Just cool, funny models. Ballsy. And the flying ones, because they look like Mutalisks from StarCraft, and I love me some StarCraft. So I will just take those only as a proxies for, I don't know, something StarCraft related or even Starship Troopers related. But of course, you can just use them as a proxies from 40k. So yeah, this is like a whole... and the terrain dedicated for the Chrysalids. So we not often dedicate the terrains for the GRIDWARS Grim Realms stuff. This time we did. We hope you liked it. It's good. It fits also with the bases. So we will try to make this more often. And Hyperfront, of course. In this month, each month I'm telling you that they are beautiful, of course. But this month a bit more even, because I like the designs. Like, half of it looks like from NASA or like from Space Odyssey, which I love, and other half looks like models from Starfleet, like from Star Trek, from Vulcans. So yeah, what's not to like? It's like very cool. The Hyperfront is so cool. It's small, closed game with the spaceships. Yeah, just the feeling of it is just like makes my heart warm. Really, Alien recommends Hyperfront. Okay, and yeah, this is it. Also, I'm almost certain that Kuba already released the last cards from the GRIDWARS 2.0. So in theory, I'm not sure. We have to check this out, but I'm 99% sure. On our website, the GRIDWARS.net, all the cards for the models from GRIDWARS 2.0 are out at last. So this gives us like another milestone from organizing GRIDWARS. We will be, like I said, working on the content for the GRIDWARS to be implemented in the releases of the Patreon on the regular basis. But this stuff will be also available like for the outside people, not only for the Patreon. Of course, as always, on the Patreon you will receive something special or something different. So we don't want to make we want to make everyone happy. Either you are our patron or not, but you are still playing GRIDWARS, so this is cool. Nothing especially new, at least until the end of the year, because we are still like deep in the EVE online board game project with our whole lots of other projects. Like, this is like all the time something is going on. As always, we were trying to make we were making something for the Chibi Forge. So yeah, all the time we are working to make more bigger, faster, stronger, and whatever you say this like this. But I hope you know what I mean. We are always working to make this all of our stuff better, of course, for you, because this is all for you. So yeah, I have nothing more to say. I will bring something nice from my vacation, but I don't know when I'm going. I will have, because this is the only time I can do it, so I have to do this like now or never. But I will for sure get back rested and with more energy and with more new stuff. The December release is already ready. The Titan City story part from my part, because I had to do it faster to be ready because I will be out. The bad news is this is not The Land of Sand number 3. It's sad for me. I don't know if for you, because we were making each December releases related to the Dune franchise, and I don't want to stop doing this. But since the new movie was pushed a bit further, we will also make the Land of Sand 3 like a bit further into the future. Instead of this, you will receive a very also close to my heart related release, and very cyberpunkish. I think you will be notice about this. Someone is coming in. You will be notice this, that this is like very cyberpunkish release for the December. Sorry, I got distracted. And also there will be like a bit more, like 1 or 2 minis more like special in this release. On the one hand, because I won't be here, so like to give you something extra, and as like almost like a present for the Christmas. But maybe we'll also make something for the Christmas later. Okay, guys, I think this is it. For this month, you can of course shoot us with the questions on the YouTube, on the Patreon, on the Discord, on everywhere. But for this month, the 2 other Martins from Cyber, they are not here, but you know what I'm whom I'm talking about. They will be answering your questions, and right after I return, I will try to also answer anything that will be directed at me. Okay, so until then, I will be resting, but you stay cool and stay cyber.